This was so funny about the A&E broadcast. You can see like those, all these people, all these the guys that came out there was the hose and Park. I mean, these guys, they look terrible. They looked so terrible. They're like on their little crusades of self-importance. Oh, I got my 15 minutes of fame. I'm such a good, moral, posturing, virtue-signaling person. Please, liberal cult, accept me, accept me. Look how brave I am, my crusade against the gun people. It's like, it's so pathetic. It's so sad. Hello, he's trying to blame all the gun owners for his brother shooting his mom with exercising tremendous irresponsibility with gun ownership.
One day my brother decided to buy a .22 caliber rifle. And, he would play with it. He would shoot through a stack of newspapers or, little birds and stuff. He was, I think he was just imitating what he saw with Steve Moon. So one night, I remember I was just doing my homework at my desk, and my brother came into my room, and he was like, "I gotta tell you something. Mom was shot." My mom was pruning some trees in the woods, and my brother, I guess he thought it was maybe like a deer or something, and he just took 2 shots in the dark. I didn't believe it, and then I saw my younger brother behind him, and he was he had tears in his eyes, and I was like, oh my God. She had 2 bullets through her stomach. That reached her spine, so she's paralyzed from the waist down. Just one shot changed everything, because the local church boys thought guns were cool. And then the police came the next day and they confiscated all of our guns, BB guns. I was like, good, take that away. We don't need any of this. So that's why I feel very passionate about, just speaking to this situation. It's like, do you want this to happen again? Because something like that's going to happen again with the Sanctuary Church.
He's trying to blame others. It's the same stupid stuff these gun grabbers do in Parkland, Florida, whatever. Oh, this lunatic on SSRIs and psychotropic drugs just shot up a school. It's all your fault. It's the same kind of crap. It's the same ridiculous stuff over and over again. And guess what? The gun owners are sick of it. They're sick of it. They're totally sick of it. If they think they're going to open up, they should do more of those programs, because all they're doing is sending the Christians to all the conservatives to us. All those oppressed and belittled and smirked upon gun owners that have been literally the oppressed peoples, and they're the most law-abiding people in the United States, but yet they're blamed for everything. Go ahead. The more you curse us, the more people will watch it. And the more people watch it, the more they'll see what the heck we're preaching about and how we're showing the exegetical, biblical, foundational teaching of how the kingdom of God will be. And it's not going to be a socialist, communist utopia. You commies are going to fail. You will fail. Because you're failures. You're ugly, you're impotent, you're repugnant, you're destructive, you're selfish, you're narcissistic. Yeah, you're just bitter, green-haired, tie-dyed people. I mean, what is wrong with you people? Okay. All right, folks. I say when I start ranting, I get in trouble. Well, it's okay. They can come after me. Go ahead. I put it on the internet. We're transparent about it. But folks, this is what's so funny. They try to do a slam job, and I showed you. Didn't I tell you? Did you see how they edited it out, especially before commercial? Like Elizabeth Vargas, as if she's an incredible intellectual mind. I thought she was so intellectually, I thought she was very weak intellectually, honestly speaking. It was terrible. And then, I showed you the whole interview. So everybody saw the whole interview. It's up there on now thousands of views. People can see it for themselves. And then, right before break, they edit it so it's like, so what are the guns going to be used for? And then they have a picture of me going like, and then break. A picture looking at her like.
What is the resort when you and your followers will pick up your assault rifles and use them?
As a last resort. a like
last resort to, I guess I'm trying, what is the resort when you and your followers will pick up your assault rifles and use them?
well, no, I think it's a general, it's a larger picture of the world where people have access, just like kings and queens and monarchs and elites have access to means of protection for themselves.
So you're not saying use the rifles, you're
Sure,
just
of course
saying
not.
have the rifles?
Well, I mean, I have them as a last-ditch insurance, just like the Founding Fathers encountered when British was trying to rule over them, give them incredibly oppressive tax structures, tariffs, you name it. And so when a government goes awry, like in China with Mao Zedong, et cetera, he's the one who said all political power comes from the barrel of a gun. And so socialist communists know very well the necessity for their system to control firearms and control weapons. But that's when we're waiting for the interview to be shot, and they're running around doing the camera work, and I'm looking around and going, okay, oh yeah, just watch out there, just watching them. And they're putting in those shots as if I'm bamboozled. I'm flustered by that question. Yes, her question was so poignant and so intelligent, so penetratingly powerful that I just fell into shock. It was so pathetic. I told you, see how stupid the editing was? It was pathetic. It was so obvious. I thought they'd do it in a little subtler, more subtle way, where they actually try to get away with it. They were just blatant fake news. Anyways, the more they do that, they're only discrediting themselves. So please do more of it, because you gun grabbers you're losing. You're such losers. You're such losers. You're such anti-women, anti-human people that don't want people to defend themselves against criminality, because you like criminality because you are criminals. You ally with the Democratic Party in the largest criminal syndicate with the stupid. Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started on George Soros and these Rothschilds. The Chi-Coms and the radical Islamists. Don't even get me started. I'm digressing again. All right, so anyways, they do anything. I mean, look at these incredible, look at these people are writing us all over the country. People are writing us all over the country. These just came in the last few days, and of course, we know that like millions of conservatives have watched that program. But as you know, the conservatives, they're watching, they're like circling around. They're like, okay, what these guys about? Because, being conservative means you have proper amygdala function. I mean, you're able to, you try to see who's a predator, who's not a predator, and you watch a little bit, you do recon, you assess, That's what it means, you're not a liberal who just says, it's a trend, I'm going, baby, yeah. You actually do a little bit of homework, you try to think about stuff, check out that guy, okay, what's he about? Okay, what's it, circle around a little bit, do your little research. But here you go. Here's one viewer. I'm going to try to keep the names out. All right, let's try to keep the names out if I can. I'm going to read them slowly so I don't mistakenly jump on a name or something. Here we go. Here's one that came in. I am currently watching a series on A&E about your church. Bless you and your families. We appreciate any Christian who respects American rights and values. That is being lost here. Whether it's the Democratic Party or Muslim, our values are being lost. Keep up the good fight. God bless you. Thank you, God, for making me aware of this holy church. All right. Well, you see, there's the lunatics. Oh, the cult members. Woo. All right. Here's another one. To Sanctuary Church. Hello. I'm so humble and honored to have just learned of this organization. Thanks to a documentary I just watched on A&E about you. You people are correct in every way. Now, you did hear I said true father was returning Jesus, so I guess he's agreeing with that too. I have been on my own holy mission like this for a long time. I called what has become my life work and most important thing I will ever do, except I call my holy army to come the good evil army. Okay, that's your thing. It means that all good people on this earth are going to have to fight Satan and all his evil multitude with just as much force and strength and power as evil are going to use. I came up with this idea on my own years ago. I even wrote what I call my new holy chapter of Revelations. Okay, et cetera, et cetera, and then she puts personal information, which I'll skip, okay? At the end, she says she's going to be here, so maybe she's there, I'm not sure. To Sanctuary Church. Hello. Yes, I just watched your episode on A&E and Pastor Sean. You spoke to me, and I want to be able to join this cause. You have every right that has spoke to me. You have every right that has spoke to me. I just tried calling your church with the 716 number. I live in New York. I would love to move from this blasphemy state to come join this following of God. Could you please email me back? All right. Oh, and then he ends it says, love your beliefs. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a woman. It's a lady. Lady wrote that. Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. That was a man, and now it's a lady. Okay, here we go. This is a lady. To Sanctuary Church. Need a church with your beliefs in Alabama. Thank you for not listening to any of the crazy criticism. Keep up the good work and the beliefs no matter what the crazies try to shove their opinions on you. You are not a cult. I believe in your church and hope and pray one day we also have one here. Okay, and then they give their name, etc. So we'll skip that. All right, here's another young man that's writing us in, or I don't know, anyways, a gentleman that's writing in. To Sanctuary Church. Hi, I just watched a documentary about the church, and I would love to become a member. Could you tell me if there's a church near Milwaukee, Wisconsin? There you go. Here's a nice lady that wrote us in. Dear reader, my fiance and I are very interested in your congregation. We've been together over 20 years, Republican since Trump. Sad that we did not know of your practice until you were on A&E, Cults and Extreme Beliefs. I went to a Catholic school and still believe in Catholic values. I also believe in the right to bear arms and self-defense. During the show, my man and I agreed with your practices more than the liberal snowflake host. I think it is great you teach youth self-defense. I would like to learn myself. These Sharia law practitioners are taught at an newborn age to hate Americans and to kill Americans. Your teachings are down to earth, needed in today's age. I wish we lived closer to join the congregation. I feel I must support the church in any way I can. I disagree. I disagree. You are a cult. You don't abuse children. God bless you, and God bless the USA. Bless you and your congregation, and the name. Here's another one. This is from a gentleman that wrote in. I watched the A&E show on the church. I felt that the Sanctuary Church legitimized its position on the Bible. A&E has been so slanderous on all of its reporting on its series. I became so interested in the Sanctuary Church and how my beliefs are concentric with the church. How can I become a member even if I live in, he's in North Carolina. Can you send me more information on the rod of fire and how it relates to the Bible? There you go. He says, thank you, an interested member. This is from another gentleman writing in. This is a short one. To Sanctuary. You guys and gals are totally awesome. There you go. It is still America, and I support you. Wish we were closer to your AO. What's AO? Area of operation. There you go. There we go. AO. There we go. He's probably a military vet. We have another folks that writing in. I don't know if there's a man or a woman. Okay, let's just, anyways, a nice person writing in. How can I become a member of the church? I don't live where the church is, but believe in the teachings of Reverend Moon. I have heard a lot about Reverend Moon and his movements. I think that is doing a great job and would love to support his ministry. Let me know what I need to do. Thank you for your time. There you go. Here's another message from, let's see what comes on. All right, there's an address down the bottom. Let's not read that. I just watched the A&E program on your church. I would first like to say that I am nor have I ever been a member of any church. I see you get a bad rap, but for me, the program was an eye-opener. I admire your views to protect you and your family from the evils of this world with true values. I have been to a few different churches throughout my life, but never felt comfortable. They all seem to expect you to be someone only they want. No values, only what I could do for them. Your church, from what I could tell, members live and enjoy nature and life, and believe it or not, I could see the passion in your eyes to have a life where you can feel safe and in touch. Please send me more info at blah, 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 blah. There you go. So those are some of the few emails that are pouring in, that are coming in. And it's interesting, the lefties, the more they try to slander us, and of course, down the pipeline, we got Vice documentary coming out soon, probably in a couple months. Denmark will be coming out in a couple months. BBC. We did a preliminary interview, but they may send a team down here. You name it. Anyways, the point is, the more the lefties try to attack the truth and the gospel, and actually, this is actually scientifically based and sociologically based in terms of statistics and being able to stop crime. The more they try to, the more they shoot themselves in the foot. The more they discredit themselves. The more they weaken their position. And the more they try to, did you see them trying to fake cry at each other like, oh, yes, blame all the gun owners, yeah. I mean, what happened was terrible. But it was the responsibility of that boy who shot his mom not exercising proper firearm safety. It is not the fault of every freaking gun owner that he shot his mom. Give me a break. Oh my Lord! I mean, these people just discredit themselves. They think like I'm coming to A&E and oh, look at me! I'm a social justice warrior. I'm gonna fight all these mean gun people. I'm so brave. I mean, they're so pathetic. I mean, that guy Sammy Price, he has been trying to threaten the church like we've been family fraud. I mean, for money for years. Everybody knows this guy's always saying, "You better send me millions of dollars." This guy is a total lunatic. And he's out there trying to pretend, oh yes, I was such a faithful person. He was never part of the church. I mean, it's so insane. And did you see how dishonest Schlausen media was? Number one, did you see remember in the real interview that I showed you the whole thing, unedited? Remember when I brought up the psychotropic drugs and the SSRIs? What did I tell you about that? You tell that? Remember that? They will never put that in. They will never put in the fact that all these mass shootings, every single mass shooting in the United States, minus Virginia Tech, but I've seen a paper that said the Virginia Tech guy was actually on some type of SSRI. But anyways, even if he wasn't, every other mass shooting involves psychotropics. Freaking Zoloft, antidepressants that say on their label, you could have suicidal thoughts, you can have homicidal thoughts. I mean, this is, even though Joe Rogan is kind of selling out, saying don't criticize George Soros, and Alex Jones is attacking him this week. I mean, at least Joe Rogan brings up the fact that in these school shootings, everybody's on SSRIs. That's selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which block the reuptake of serotonin into your bloodstream, which then destroys your mood and makes you completely imbalanced. These are extremely powerful drugs. And every single crazed out mass shooter lunatic is on them. But yet the media can't talk about that. Did you see A&E, the program? Did you see every single commercial was about Zoloft? You feel depressed. Take this drug and we have this cure for you. And happiness is down the way. With people in slow motion running towards the sunset. You know, these people are so pathetic. We know your game. We know your game. That's why the liberals are so, they're just repeating. This whole system of propaganda has worked for them. Pre-internet age, they just continue the same patterns, and that's why they keep losing, because it's so outlined and so identified their processes and their modus operandi. But you can see it as soon as we talk about SSRIs. Boom, that goes gone. Just silence, no talking, no tongue, because those companies actually have. Contracts with the pharmaceutical companies that if they say anything against the pharmaceuticals, they can cancel the program. This is how crazy this is, and people don't understand. That's how serious the medical, big pharma lobby is in America. I mean, they want to talk about guns for the shootings. What about the stupid SSRIs, which are racking out people's brains, drugging them out, making them hyper crazy, emotionally imbalanced. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Get rid of any inhibitions and stuff like that. I mean, Joe Rogan was talking about, he knows somebody, a comedian, whose wife shot the comedian in the head. Why? Because she was on SSRIs. She got whacked out. She got whacked down and shot him in the head. Gun owners are the most law-abiding peoples in the country. That's a statistical fact. They have less crime rate than CCW owners, okay, CCW holders. They have less crime rate than police officers. They commit less crime than police officers. And these are crimes that are actually worked through the system. I'm not talking about crimes that are covered up in some of the bad cop areas, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good cop areas in the rural areas, but in the city areas, some of those institutions are so corrupt. You know what I mean? It's like a mob, and then you can basically get away with anything. You see that guy in Brooklyn or something where he killed that black guy, the big black dude? He choked him out. He killed him. He killed a guy. And the guy wasn't, he definitely killed him. He definitely killed him. I mean, he killed that black man, and those guys got off the hook. So that's dangerous. When it gets that centralized, it becomes very dangerous. But you can see, the more they try to attack gun owners and blame gun owners for problems that they committed. This was so hilarious. They're following this bozo around, and then there's as if he's some kind of social justice hero. And then he's trying to create this little narrative where I'm fighting, I'm gonna push back, I'm so brave. I'm gonna beat up Gideon. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy Gideon. I'm from Seattle. I need Starbucks right now, okay? I'm gonna argue with Gideon. We'll just edit out everything that Gideon says. But I win. Because Schlousen and Media had my little story. But you can see how fake it was. Schlousen and Media, what a fake production company. They came out here they already had a narrative, they already had a whole thing going on. Edited to their, and then because we released the video at the end, they were forced to put in my quotes at the end, at least that I could actually answer the questions. Did you see? They actually left in some of that stuff. But they mentioned that I was releasing the video and that I was already we're letting everybody know that they're doing a slam job on us. It's obvious. And it was so pathetically weak. That was so weak, it was ridiculous. And millions of people saw it. And now we're getting tons of fan mail coming in. They've turned 0 gun owners away from us. They've turned 0 conservatives away from us. 0. The lefty lunatics that see us, they think everybody's crazy. They think a Bible is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They think if you dress up on Sunday and go to church, you're crazy. That's what they think. So they're not going to like whatever we do. But we are interracial. We got beautiful, black folks and Southeast Asian folks and white folks and Latinas, and we got all these crowns, and we got glamour, we got style, and we got the lion walk. We don't got no catwalk. We got a lion walk, baby. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to do it to make them more angry. And the next blessing, when we have it, we'll have more people with AR-15s, and it'll be. The media is already asking us, tell us 3 months in advance, okay, so we can send a whole crew out. So the freaking international media is coming. CNN, they're all coming. Of course, they're trying to do a slam job on me, but it's okay, no problem. The more they attack, the more they lose. They think we're small. You're picking on such a multiracial, beautiful group, which glamorous and got crowns and beautiful gowns and dresses and style and... We is Hollywood, baby. No, Hollywood is collapsed, it's dying. Nobody want no Hollywood no more. We got Hollywood up here. We got Hollywood. We got Kingdom Wood up here. Kingdom Land. We're going to have a beautiful wall on the next blessing, okay? We're going to have, I saw it. I was watching it. I was with the Queen, and we're passing by this screen, and it had this, I don't know what, Oscars or some stupid thing. Anyway, I can't remember what it was. Anyways, it had this beautiful rose wall of roses. With the CBS was broadcasting, they had a little CBS with the little spy eye on you. Wee, I'm CBS. I'm CBS. Let me surveil you. And they had a little eye there, you're supposed to do your little occult symbol. Oh, yeah, the enlightened, elites are watching me. Oh, yeah, and all these celebrities are part of their cult. I saw the wall and said, man, that's a beautiful wall. You know what we're going to do? Next blessing, we're going to have an awesome, beautiful wall, red carpet. We got a rose wall with an ivory, well, not real ivory, it'll look like ivory. Peacefully People logo in white, set into this beautiful rose backdrop. And we're going to have all the paparazzi come on, meet and come over here, and then we'll do a little lion walk, and everybody can pose in front of the cameras with their ARs. You walk up, you as a couple or your family, you get your AR shot with your crown on, and then you go on. And it's like the camera's like, look at these. The more they try to run, you can't run from this kingdom that's coming. You can't run from this civilization that is coming. Can't run. We just look too good. So we're going to have another catwalk. We got Proverbs 28 lion walk. Proverbs 28 says, the wicked flee though none pursue, and the righteous will be bold as lions. So we're bold. We see they don't know what to do with our community because we're not all militaried out and tacked out. We're not all like special operation people, although a lot of special operation people are watching us. But we're not all military and tacked out, and even though we train with some of that gear, but we don't we dress like that all the time. You know what I mean? We have a beautiful event. We have beautiful long gowns and robes. We look like British royalty, European royalty. We look like we look good. We look good. And then we got the crowns of sovereignty. We got the rods of iron. They don't know what to do with that. And we're multiracial, so they can't say we're white supremacists. They're trying to call me a white supremacist. Okay? But think about that. Tell me the obstacles. They can't deal with that. Because they wanna make these Christians like to be like these hillbilly, got these big dummies. Got them beer in your hand with the tight shirt up to here, and you got your big fat hairy belly hanging out. Well, I believe in Jesus. Yeah. They want that. This is what they want. This is what they want. Okay, well, we come out in tuxedos. We come out looking fine. We come out looking good. The girls come out nice and fit, and they're beautiful in their gowns. The queen looking gorgeous, flying around. Ooh, Lord mercy. Don't get me started on that. Okay, they don't know what to do with that. They can't stand it because it looks too good. It looks too much with what they want. So inside, they want it. They're like, yeah, no. What are they standing up for? They're standing up for anti-communism and anti-globalism, and they're Christian, and they believe in the kingdom, and they believe there should be armed. Crap. No. It's so funny. It's ridiculous. But next time we do the blessing, we're going to have an awesome lion walk. How's that? Let's do that. You want to do that? Let's do it. And then we'll have the paparazzi. They can line up here or whatever. We'll put it. I don't even know we're going to be in the building, man. Last year, we were packed out of this building. I don't know. I honestly don't know which building I will be in, so I can't even say. So wherever God leads us, we're going to have a nice little catwalk, lion walk area. We're going to walk down with a beautiful dress, high heels on and everything. Woo! Give me a break, you bozo, leftist, lunatic Hollywood. You're dead. You're over. Hollywood is over. It's always a blessing to see you.
You're so awesome.
You're awesome, man.
You're awesome. This is like so cool. We've been, we live 40 miles apart, 38 miles apart, and didn't even know.
Yeah, right? We didn't even know,
Wow, what
Incredible.
a great day today. What
Amazing.
a great, awesome day we had today.
Oh, goodness.
We prayed.
Yes.
Prayed, and we talked politics.
Yes, we did.
We talked food.
Yeah, we had some great food.
Bought guns.
That's right.
Bought guns.
We did.
Enjoyed family.
Hey, amen.
Made some new friends and everything.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out where the cult thing comes in.
Well, we were on the show on A&E's called Extreme Beliefs.
Yeah.
I guess that's why we're a cult. We're officially a cult. Because we were on A&E's Cult and Extreme Beliefs.
Okay, look. Now, just so everybody's clear, I'm Messianic Jewish, and you're part of the Unification Peace Church. Is that right?
World Peace Unification Sanctuary.
Okay. And we have slightly differing theological viewpoints on the same thing. And what's interesting is that the moral effect, and one of the things we learn in Bible colleges is what is the moral effect on any theology.
Yes.
Our moral effect ends up kind of being at the same place.
Absolutely. No question about it, yeah.
Jesus takes you to heaven.
Yes,
right?
divinity of Christ. Divinity of Christ.
And so we got that. That's core. That's core. And we believe in both, I think, moral, upstanding life, right?
No question about it. No
Man
question
married to a woman.
Yes.
So one woman,
That's right, homosexual abomination.
abomination. Honest dealings.
Yes.
Telling the truth. You know, that whole 10 Commandments thing, I think, is
Yes.
right, that's fair.
Pedophilia, millstone
Right, yeah,
in the water.
bad. Okay, so as cults go, we both kind of stink at the whole cult thing, right? And I think that what happens, and what these knuckleheads from A&E didn't quite get was they didn't ask the real questions. Right? They got focused in on an object. They got focused in on a gun,
Yep, yep.
and because that's cause celeb right now.
Assault weapons, all this language, yeah.
That's nonsense.
Assault rifles, you know, yeah.
So I sat down because I love you, and because you are my friend and my brother. I subjected myself to that entire show. Okay, I watched
Thank you.
the whole.
Appreciate that.
My office chair needed a seatbelt when I saw it because I was really smoking mad. All right. The very first thing. First of all, okay. So for our viewers, both channels, right? Just incidentally, referring to them as the Moonies right from the start. Okay, it's a pejorative term, right? It's a pejorative term. So we start the thing right off, right? We come into it with a supposition, and then bring in facts to prove what we already decided, and leave out any facts that disagree with what we like. All the stuff about, oh well, yeah, well we pray and we live our lives and we have happy families. I just met some of the children here today. Mm-hmm. They didn't look particularly oppressed, sexually abused. And there are groups out there that do that. You know,
true.
Take every penny you own.
That's right.
They'll take every penny you own, and they'll abuse you sexually. I don't think you're that.
No,
I don't think so.
no.
And we were talking now. I'm leading his interview, guys. Okay, this is the King's Report now being run by Pastor
No
George.
problem at all.
I'm doing this because I'm angry about the A&E thing. I'm really super angry. So I asked a couple of questions today, right? I said, I saw some pictures of you. We're friends on Instagram, right? And I saw you recently pictures of you with children, I guess, from the church.
Yeah. The young people that train with us, yeah.
What were you doing with those kids?
Well, we're training, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, martial arts training.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They train also Kali Scream, which is a knife fighting art.
Okay.
And then, of course, some of the older kids that have ARs and stuff, and then they'll train with us firearm arts.
But that particular picture, I saw mats on the floor. So you were
that
doing
was after
jiu-jitsu of some
training.
description.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's fair. Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right? Now, for people who don't know, if you go out to study martial arts, or you go to a dojo someplace, $50 a lesson, $75 a lesson.
Well, usually the fight gyms, now MMA is quite popular. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is part of every MMA dojo. It's a part of the arts that, are focusing on that kind of fighting. Monthly cost will probably be anywhere from $200 to $500.
Right, very expensive. Yeah. And you were charging the children how much?
We don't charge them.
Wait a second. You're really starting to stink at being a cult. Okay, this is not a good cult thing. Okay, because my understanding is that you're supposed to, you're just going to try to drain money from their bank accounts.
No, we don't.
So
we tell our congregation don't donate if you don't want to.
So yeah, I don't pass a basket. We leave a basket by the front door. If something falls in, that's fine,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So here you are giving children. At good exercise.
Great exercise.
Good exercise. Self-confidence.
Confidence, yes.
Right? Respect for elders.
Yes.
And superiors, right?
Definitely.
You the rank and the elders, and learning to look people in the eye when they speak.
Yes.
And if somebody decides they want to take and hurt you, they're going to rape you if you're a girl. Well, boy, who knows in today's world that you have some, because they're younger people, they're under 18, they can't carry a firearm legally, most places. So you have at least some chance of fighting back.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
And every last one of those kids in the picture, I'm going to give a chance right here. Cut to the picture. Okay. Cut to the picture. Every last one of the kids in that picture is smiling.
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to be abusing them.
No, they have a good time. They train hard. We finish up with 100 push-ups and like 100 sit-ups, and then so everybody feels a real sense of accomplishment after the training, etc. And everybody, then we take a nice picture. We pray. We recite the Lord's Prayer every.
Praying.
Yeah, we pray every time we
Physical fitness.
Oh yeah, and then before they start sparring with each other and fighting each other, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you do like a slap and a bump, But what we do is we do love God, love your neighbor, and then they train together. So it's a wonderful, wonderful.
I wonder how many push-ups that person that they anyone. I wonder if together the whole A&E crew, right? We all got them down to do push-ups. If as an aggregate, if they could have done 100 push-ups.
Well, what's interesting about that interview? They only aired a little bit of it, and we actually, aired the whole interview in its entirety.
Yes, I saw that
television.
too.
Yeah.
I saw that too. Yeah.
And it was interesting. I didn't know, but Rod was there. He was filming, and she had an earpiece apparently. So she was talking to two different producers while she was interviewing. So I was actually talking to three people, although it just seemed like I was talking to just Vargas. Right. But actually, she had two people in her earpiece. Apparently.
And it was a hatchet job. It was absolutely so they bring in a half brother.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sammy Park. right.
I'm not going to say no, I don't know nothing about it. And some man who was part of, I guess when your father led the congregation.
Yeah, but he was a younger kid.
I was younger. Okay, and he left.
Yeah.
So now here's a big secret for those of you not in ministry. All right, if you are really preaching the gospel, you will not have to go very far before you offend somebody and they leave your congregation and they don't like you.
Exactly.
I promise you, if you look around for Nehemiah Center and Pastor George, you will find people who hate me. They'll tell you I'm a pedophile and a cyber criminal and a gun nut and anything that they could come up with to discredit me. I promise you. And the preaching heresy, preaching heresy. Right? It doesn't take long, and this is the point. And I want America to know, even the little slice of America that sees this, right? To know you don't have to look very far to find somebody that's disgruntled from a congregation who would like to tear down the pastorate.
Definitely. And I think it was beyond. It was beyond that because he was saying, his brother shot his mom.
Yes.
And that was, of course, terrible handling of firearms. Terrible tragedy. But again, it was that brother's responsibility, and to blame all gun owners, or to blame anybody else who was shooting guns in that community, it's irresponsible. So.
Well, I'm looking behind us. We're out at the Car Arms private range, okay, and your brother Justin invited me to come up. What an awesome! I'm looking over because he's over.
He's right there.
What an awesome time. And you guys need to go and buy a Car Arms firearm or something. I did. You did.
Hey,
today. So just go buy one. That's That's it. That's a commercial. Okay. That's a commercial. And behind us there are. Oh Lord, there's a lot of guns behind us. There's guns on me. There's guns. Everybody here's got a gun.
Yeah.
Right now, there's guns everywhere. We got guns and ammo, and so far, none of them have gotten up and shot me.
No, not yet. Still waiting.
And I'm pretty sure that barring anything else, they're going to stay right where they're at. So, okay, apparently gun owners not killing me, guns themselves not killing me. I'm thinking maybe criminals.
Hey.
This might not be. By the way, if you're a criminal, this is not a good place to come right now. This would be bad.
Nehemiah Center, no good.
No.
No good.
If you
Sanctuary Church, no
Sanctuary,
good.
Listen, going to either of those two, if you're planning on doing a mass church shooting, we can recommend not going there. Okay. let us help you with this. And wait a second, Washington State this week, there was a carjacking and a guy shot a guy in a Walmart parking lot. All right.
Oh, okay. Didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me clue you in. Let me bring you up to speed on the news, right? In a Walmart parking lot. Do you want to know who stopped the rampage?
Oh, I heard about that. No, this one I heard about. The CCW, yeah.
Yeah, not only is it a concealed weapons permit guy.
Yeah.
He's a pastor.
Oh, I didn't know
yes.
that one.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
There we go.
So for all you knuckleheads out there, it's like, you're a pastor? You have a gun and you're a pastor? Yep. And by the way, the guy that was being shot at by the criminal in that Walmart parking lot is really, 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 really happy right now that an Assemblies of God pastor was carrying his gun that day and put down the guy that was shooting at him.
Exactly.
Why does a pastor carry a gun? For the same reason everybody else carries a gun.
That's right.
Because I can't keep a cop in my pocket all day long. It's uncomfortable.
But Pastor Cook, I think we had a great time shooting on the range, great time at the Tommy Gun Warehouse, and of course a great time spending time together. We're just grateful. We're so grateful that you were able to stop by, and that you said that you wanted to make some comments on the A&E. What was your general impression of the other parts of the program? Like, they put some of our Instagram photos up and shooting and to scare the lefties.
They take everything out of context. They take everything. You have the sweetest, kindest spirit behind you, right? You carry the spirit of God with you.
I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest of the family. So.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
You gotta learn how to be humble.
But it's not just, it's a sweet spirit, and that's so. Okay, they bring in this stuff, right? And you had the event with the AR blessing, the rod of iron blessing.
Yeah.
And you come to this, and I've done some research, and again, we're going to delve in a little bit of theological things that I kind of sort of don't, understand or agree with, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. Your dad, a blessed memory, Sun Young Moon.
Yes. You actually said it pretty correct.
Our blessing kind of thing was kind of, it looked to me like it was sort of an offshoot, a similar kind of thing to that kind of event. So you come to this naturally and reasonably, and you have a focus, and many ministries have a focus that they come in. You're really focused on some sections of Revelation that you find significant and important to you, and that's good. And of course, Psalms too. Yeah. And I have focuses myself, and they're different focuses, and that's all okay. And of course the garb that people were wearing, very Korean influenced, super Korean, and well, no joke. Hey, listen, look at the man's face. I don't know if you noticed this or not. He's Korean, okay? So shockingly, he has some Korean influences in his whole life. Okay. Right? Inside and out, right? So, okay, how awesome is that? So that's fine, right? So if you come to, and you're going to get an invitation to maybe Passover or something, and everybody's going to be wearing talis, right? Yes. Because it's our culture. It's our culture. It's good. And that's fine. So, and you had this event, and it was scheduled for months and months and months ahead of time.
Yes, 5 to 6 months ahead of time.
Right.
Yeah.
And because it was obvious to me that this producer, this lady who was interviewing, was an athist.
Yeah,
she was definitely an atheist. She was godless.
Actually, we looked into her thing. She was an alcoholic, and she went into rehab in 2014. Elizabeth Vargas, she was a serious alcoholic.
Well, I don't hold that against her, but what I can say is that she's an individual who doesn't quite understand that when you're planning an event, especially a church event, that you can't just suddenly put on this expense. You've got people invited. I don't know how far away people came for this, but there was a whole thing.
Japan,
Okay, so you're coming from Korea, Japan. I don't know. What are you going to say? Oh, yeah, well, because there was a tragedy, like 2 weeks ago. Sorry about those plane tickets, guys.
No, exactly.
Because they're just giving those away. JAL is just like, oh, golly,
right.
yeah.
$3,000 tickets, right? Just giving them away.
So we have to do this, and it's a focus, and your ministry believes in a very post-millennial type rapture, I think, or post-millennial, whatever you want to call it. And so you know where I come from with that whole rapture thing. I always say to people, it's like, hope for a pre-tribulation rapture, prepare for a post-tribulation rapture, and don't be surprised if it ends up in the middle.
Right.
Which is my way of saying, you ain't gonna hold me down for nothing, but I'm getting ready for it going. I'm going for the ride all the way to the end, because I'll go when he says go. Right? I'll go when he says go.
Right.
And that's fine. So you've got this thing, and because we kind of think that, and I do believe too myself, theologically, that we're going to see some of the events that are talked about in Revelation. Yeah. And one of the things just preceding with your rod of iron scripture that you have, when you rule the rod of iron, right, is that we're told, okay, that there will come a day when a man will neither be able to buy or sell unless he takes the mark of a beast, right? And those who have wisdom to understand that this number is 666, right? Yes. And to understand that this is the number of a man.
Yes.
Right, the number of a man. All right, so it's coming a day, and that what that's telling me is that there are going to be believers there at that time who are not going to be allowed to go into the financial system, and whether and we can see we're quickly running towards a cashless society, right? Very, very quickly. As a matter of fact, there's places now they don't even want to take your cash.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to take your cash.
Yep.
And it wouldn't take much, if anything, for the government to come along with that card and say, click.
Oh yeah, the chips and cards nowadays, the credit cards. Oh yeah.
Click, it's done. All over with, right? So we prepare not just...
They banned us twice on YouTube. They banned us live.
You got to work harder.
Yeah, like we're now on a third channel.
Yeah, on Tim's channel.
Yeah, we're on Tim Elder's channel.
Yeah, I had a hard time finding you. It's just like, where do they go? Where do they go?
They keep banning us.
But you don't teach just... And we're so echad. We're so of one heart, right, together. It's really scary how of one heart we are, right? We're both into like naturalism and foraging and being prepared. Not just with having a rifle. It was just about having a rifle. I'd say, yeah, okay, you might be crazy. Okay, you might be crazy. You might not be, but you might be crazy. Right? But you know, having food set aside. Some. Remember when Hurricane Sandy goes through? Can you believe it out here? One day, I'm watching the people out in Long Island. One day, they have no food. They're dying.
The lines out there.
They're waiting.
Oh my goodness.
They're waiting for the government to take care of them.
Yep.
As I'm sitting there, I have the little Korean stove, the little Korean gas stove. I love it. The butane one. I've got a bunch of them. Right. I love them. Right. And there's Pastor George and Miss Bonnie. What are we doing while they're starving? We're having corned beef hash. I actually look. I'm waiting. I literally because you saw what I was eating today. He's saying, eat some of the meat. I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of vegetables there. I think I'll have that, right? And so I kind of watch what I eat. And so
well, you're in great shape.
I am.
It's amazing. I mean, you just said you turned 60.
I want to be 60 this year.
I saw you bench pressing 330 pounds.
35.
35.
335. 335.
That's amazing. And you run you power walk 7 miles a day. It's 5 or 7 miles a day.
5 to 7 miles a day.
That's amazing. That is incredible. That's really incredible.
Because God will give you a healing. Sometimes you have to listen to what the medicine is.
That's true. No, that's true. And you take care of your diet. You do wild foraging. You
absolutely, whatever. Yeah, grow it.
You have what, 16% body fat?
16.1% body fat.
That's amazing. He has a 50 shoulder and 36 waist. I think. Anyways, I'm digressing.
So we're waiting for the power failure. Why? Because I get to eat corned beef hash at the power failure, right? They're starving in Long Island. I'm sitting there. I hope the power failure is over soon because I don't want to gain a lot of weight here, right? Corned beef hash and eggs on it, right? Pass some of those retort biscuits, right? And it's all about being prepared. It's all about being ready. And so They didn't talk about that. They didn't talk about you ministering to children and teaching them really good, solid values.
Yep.
They didn't talk about your love of God. She really wanted to argue with you if you watch the whole interview. They didn't want to talk about that. They didn't want to talk about being prepared for both yourself and your community to take care of an emergency. They didn't talk about first aid training. They didn't talk about your beautiful wife. They made fun of her. That don't even get me started. All right. They made fun of that, and they tried to make you look like an idiot. They tried to make you look crazy, and believe me, he's anything but crazy. So listen, this is a warning. Okay, this is a warning, and I'm saying this from my heart. Okay, from my heart. If you mess with this man's church and his family, you mess with me too. Now you've got two, and from two comes three, and you understand three. It was 3%. 3% won the country.
Yes, we after that show, our whole community watched it together. We actually we're going to be posting up a reaction video. We all watched it together. We actually filmed our reactions of the show, so we'll be posting that up soon. And at the same time, well, maybe a similar time, we had Vice Documentary here. They're kind of our younger crowd, but they're more libertarian. So I don't think, it's not going to be the same thing. Denmark TV was here around the same time. I think they actually bumped into each other. But I think Schlausen, who did the A&E, they were really dishonest because they had the whole narrative script written up.
Right.
They had this whole movie script written for, these former members. And again, it's a standard, it's the whole gun community's fault for a tragedy.
Right.
It's this continual blaming of everybody else and never the person who actually did the crime or did the irresponsible behavior.
Last time we talked, and remember you said they won't talk about the pharma because of Big Pharma. Did you see how many ads there were for Big Pharma? Literally, I think there was for drugs for your psychosis and stuff.
They didn't put that. They didn't put that in because we brought up Big Pharma.
Oh yeah, and they're right there in the middle of the show. There's ads. How I love you to have sat through all of that. Honestly, I'm like, I can't fast forward through this stuff, right? And there they are. We got ads for all kinds of nice psychotropic. If you're not feeling so good, hey, take this pill, take that pill. Never once did I hear him say, I got to shoot a Tommy gun today.
How was that? Wasn't that fun?
That was
fun.
It was like silk. It was like silk.
No, seriously, it was nice.
Heavy silk.
It was heavy. It was heavy. But it's exactly right because the black walnut feels great, doesn't it?
It is awesome.
Oh man, it feels wonderful.
It's awesome. So go do a mag dump. You'll feel better afterwards. The smell of cordite, and stuff. And then if you actually get any good at it, and you hit stuff, and you're like, wow, hey, it's not bad. Right? Do something. Go for a walk, man.
Exactly. Yes.
Go take some martial arts. Come on up to Milford, man. I know where you can get free martial arts training. Put your pills down for a minute. Take that. Do that hamburger. Put that hamburger. Put the cheeseburger and the French fries down. Come on, we'll get you some kimchi, some vegetables. Right?
Some habanero pickles.
You're gonna.
Boy, I'm looking forward to tasting those. Pastor Cook brought us habanero pickles, right?
Yes.
You pickle yourself. Wow, amazing. That looks like it's going to be hot.
Well, because homesteading.
Yeah,
Homesteading.
Yeah.
Like I saw, we had. Okay, so Ajima, right, made kimchi jjigae for us.
Yes,
with
yes.
tuna in it. Now you know what I would have done if I had, because if there was any left, you know what I would have done? Into the jar it goes, into the pressure cooker, right? And later, like 2 weeks from now, there would be a jar of kimchi jjigae, right? And open it up, pop, dump it in, microwave it. Lunch is served, man. Lunch is served. Nothing goes to waste. But heaven forbid we would teach anything like that in today's world.
Exactly. Exactly, but it's fine if they hypersexualize your kids. You
Yeah,
know, 5 years
absolutely,
old,
that's fine.
You know, teach them how to masturbate at 5 years old, and you know, have
Dress little
gay
boys
sex
like
ed.
girls and then go for a parade.
Well, you know, they get rid of the Boy Scouts. You know, they don't want to offend any. You know, what is it? Gender was 56 genders.
No, there's
72,
two.
72.
There's 2.
Exactly. I know. But they're saying there's 72.
We have 2 bathrooms in Nehemiah Center.
Exactly. If you're confused about that, you got some problems.
If you need instructions,
Oh Lord.
if you're the one with the urinal and you can't hit it from where you're standing, you belong in the other bathroom. I might have seemed ungodly, but I mean, for heaven's sakes, it's truth, right?
Oh goodness. Anyways, Pastor, it's such a blessing to have you.
Bless you,
Blessing to
man.
have you, brother.
All right.
It's great to shoot you and speak with you.
I'll be on again soon. You never know when. I'll pop up and raising Cain.
All right, guys.
God bless.
Pastor, good.
You got some ammo for him?
Yeah, those are loaded. But it's definitely one I think you need to put in your stable.
Old school shooting.
Old school.
Old school.
God bless you, brother. I
God
appreciate
bless
it.
you. Thank you.
Here you are.